is going to be an energising flow, so it may be really nice for you to do this first thing in the morning when you wake up, or maybe at some time during the day when you just feel that you need a little bit more movement to wake the body up. We're going to do some breath work to start off with, and then we'll slowly start to warm the body up, but it is going to come into quite a dynamic flow, and really hoping to stretch you out and make you feel nice and awake today. So props wise, don't need too much. It is fine if you don't have these things at home, you can always use other things. So some yoga blocks, if you have them, can be quite nice to sit on just to raise your seat and just help take any weight out of your lower back. And also if you've got some pillows, they can also be really good just to sit on to make it a little bit more comfortable, and also for kneeling work if you want to kneel on the pillows. I think that's all we will use today, but they're not necessary either, you don't have to have them. So just have them close by if you think you are going to want to use them. And we're going to start by coming into a cross-legged position, or whatever kind of seated position you feel comfortable in. And again, like I said, maybe just using a pillow underneath just to raise the hips up. And just bringing your hands over to your knees or into your lap. Closing down the eyes. Just trying to not hear anything else that's going on around you, and coming into your breath. Just start to become aware of how your breath is feeling today. If it's possible, try to just keep the breath focused on the nose, inhaling and exhaling, and keeping the mouth gently closed. And slowly, I just want you to start to make your breath a little bit longer. Sometimes it can help if you count in your head. So we're going to count up to 4, pause at the top, and then exhale for 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just continue this breath in your own head for a few more cycles. And I want you to imagine as you inhale, the breath is energy flowing into your body. And on the exhale, you gently relax further down, allow your face to relax, your shoulders to drop, unclench your jaw or any tension you are feeling in your body. And now just placing a hand on your tummy where you feel your baby is lying. And just take a moment to connect with your baby here. Maybe you send a message to baby, or maybe you just imagine how they are lying curled up, nice, cozy and safe in your tummy. And now take an inhalation and raise your hands in a big circle so the palms meet above your head. Exhale your hands down through centre line so they rest in front of your heart. Again, take a lovely large inhale, fill in the lungs. And now exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out. And now just starting to flicker the eyes open. We're going to come round to kneeling. if that's okay for you. So again, maybe using your cushion just to kneel on. And now kneeling, we're going to start to engage the pelvic floor and bring a little bit of movement whilst working the pelvic floor as well. So the pelvic floor are the muscles, the hammock of muscles that are underneath your feet, in between your legs. And they are what hold all of your internal muscles in and organs, internal organs in. But they also are, most importantly, holding your baby in at the moment. So it's really important in pregnancy that we draw up the pelvic floor and we understand how to find those muscles so that we can build strength in them, but also so that we can understand how to relax them as well. I am going to do a separate video just on pelvic floors, so that can be a good check-in for you to really know how to find them. So we're going to start first, just keeping it nice and simple. Maybe you want to close your eyes down to help you focus, but we're going to work on the fast twitch. So the fast twitch is where we draw up the muscles on the inhalation, and on the exhalation we completely relax and let them go. And we're going to try and do that for 10 breaths. So inhale, draw up your pelvic floor. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, relax down. And now just continue at your own pace. I'll count you in when we get to 9. 9, inhale, draw up, exhale, relax, and final one, inhale, draw up, exhale, relax. And now completely relax them down and give yourself a little shake, because it's quite normal to build tension in our face when we're really focusing on our pelvic floor. So now we're going to do what we call the slow twitch. So the slow twitch is when you draw up your pelvic floor and you hold it, but you must only hold it in the pelvic floor area. You still need your breather muscles to work, because we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So obviously you need to breathe for those 10 seconds as well. Now, it's quite normal when you first start to practice your pelvic floor to maybe not be able to get to the full 10 seconds, and that's okay. Hold up and draw up for as long as you can, and when you feel you can't hold it, release down and then restart. But we're going to be trying to aim to get to 10 seconds. So just take a normal inhalation and exhalation. And then on the next inhalation, draw up your pelvic floor and hold it. And remember to breathe. And I'm going to count on my fingers. Maybe you'll close your eyes up until 10 seconds. It's even more challenging to try and talk and do this at the same time. So that's 9 breaths. Try to continue to hold it. 1 more breath, inhale, and exhale, completely release down. Okay, so we're now going to bring some movement whilst also working the pelvic floor. So let's just start. Keep your pelvic floor nice and relaxed. Bring your hands out in front of you and just start to make some circles with your wrists. Now, in pregnancy, lots of ladies suffer with carpal tunnel, and this can be linked with the fluid build-up, with the excess fluid you have in pregnancy. Just make those circles go the other way. And this can just really help with any fluid retention and just get everything moving. We're also going to come down onto our wrists, so really good to start to warm up the wrists. Now, keep your fingers and hands out in front. We're going to draw the fingers to our shoulders, but on the inhale, we're going to inhale, draw in, and we're going to draw up our pelvic floor. So inhale, draw up the pelvic floor. Exhale, bring the hands straight back out. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, down. 4 more. Good, and just 1 more. Exhale down, and now just bring the fingertips to the shoulders and completely relax the pelvic floor. We're going to take 3 circles with the elbows, so really getting into the shoulders, getting rid of any tension. Maybe we're achy from our sleep, and when we've done 3, we're going to take 3 in the opposite direction, so just taking them back, really getting in, making them maybe a little bit bigger with each one. Right, and now we're going to bring our hands up, and I call this kind of the cactus position, cactus arms. Now we're going to take the pelvic floor breath work the opposite way. So for some of you it may feel more natural to actually draw up your pelvic floor on the exhale. So we're going to inhale, relax, and then we're going to exhale, draw up the pelvic floor and just move your arms down. Inhale, relax, exhale, draw up. Inhale, relax, exhale, draw up. Great, 4 more. And just 1 more. And exhale, relax. Now we're going to work on our sides again and get rid of any tension. So I invite you to make noises as loud as you want. You're going to be doing this from home, so sometimes in class you feel a little bit embarrassed about the noises that we make, but I really encourage you to make noises because it's really good to start to get used to noises that your body can make, especially for when you're in labour. So we're going to inhale up, nice big stretch, and then we're just going to sigh it out and let any tension out. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, draw up. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. So we're going to move now onto all fours. And again, maybe you want to use your cushion on your knees. We're going to come onto all fours. And when you're in the all fours position, you just want to try and make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders and your knees and your hips are also in line. And here we're just going to start to move and we're going to do our cat-cow. And in pregnancy, you really don't want to focus too much on the lower back. You want to more focus your cat-cow coming from the upper body. So we're going to inhale, bring the face to the sky, feel that lovely stretch through your back, your front back and your and the back. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to draw our baby towards our backs, bring our chin towards our chest and feel that great stretch through our back, through our shoulders. And then we're going to inhale again. And just continue this movement at your own pace, really feeling into the body and maybe making it a little bit bigger as you start to warm up. And maybe you feel into an area that feels really great to stretch and you want to do a full breath cycle there. So maybe you bring your chest forward, your face to the sky, and take a full inhalation and exhalation here. And then you inhale and then you round your back, you exhale, and you stay here for a breath cycle 2. And now just coming back to a neutral spine. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to just make small circles so that we're starting to warm up the wrists. And again, I just want you to close your eyes and completely freestyle here. You might be able to hear me clicking and clanking as you start to warm your body up. So maybe you make those circles really big, you bring your bottom to your heels, you come forwards, whatever feels good. And then we're going to take it the other way as well. Always make sure we're doing both sides to keep balance in the body. Always remembering to breathe as well. And then just coming back to your neutral position. Now tuck your toes under here so we're getting a really nice stretch through the feet. And I just want you to gently inhale, come forwards. Exhale, bring your bottom to your heels. Maybe you exhale through the mouth and just hold here. Inhale and exhale, keeping your knees nice and wide to make space for your baby. Inhale, come forwards and exhale. Now we're going to bring a bit more movement here. Inhale, forwards, exhale, come back. Inhale, forwards, exhale, back. And on the next one, we're going to gently push ourselves up standing. Inhale, forwards, exhale, push yourself up, nice and slowly, gaze forward so that we don't become dizzy. so that we come to our standing position. Now you stay standing at the back of your mat. I'm just going to turn so that you can see me. And here I just want you to take a nice big inhalation in. Exhale, bring your hands through centre, bring them to sit in front of your heart. I just want you to take a moment to really feel through the feet. So maybe you take a rock back and forth just to feel where your centre of gravity is today. Naturally, when you're pregnant, things are going to change and your balance will change. And now just take a moment to stay still. Maybe you close your eyes down. And I want you to power up through your legs as we turn on the whole body. So feel all four corners of your feet on the floor and feel the floor and the earth pulling you to the earth centre. And then you're going to draw up through the feet. You're going to draw up through the legs, feeling nice and strong, up through your pelvic floor. Draw your pelvic floor up. It's going to help engage your abdominals as well. Allow that your shoulders to be relaxed and rolled back and coming up, and ensure that the face is nice and relaxed. Now this is our mountain pose, and this is where we're going to come back to throughout the practice, so it's really good to just feel this pose now. Just take one more full inhalation, fill the lungs, and just exhale. Maybe you gently part the lips and exhale through the mouth. Now take an inhalation, bring your arms up to the sky, and just grab your left wrist and gently stretch over to the right. Take one more breath here. Inhale, stretch open. Exhale. And then back to the top. Inhale, grab the right wrist, stretch over to the left. One more breath cycle. Inhale. And then exhale. And then we're going to bring the arms up, and we're just going to circle our wrists down as it comes round. And then we're going to be still standing at the back of our mat. So we're going to take an inhalation up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands through centre as we start to bend our knees, and we're going to gently find our mat again. So we're coming down the way we came out, padding through our hands and coming back to our all fours. Here, we're going to inhale our right arm up to the sky, feel a lovely stretch through the side body. Take 2 circles with the arm if you would like to, if you want to make more space. And then after the 2 circles, we're going to do what we call thread the needle. We're going to inhale the arm up, exhale, bring it through so that our shoulder just hovers above our mat. And remember, we're going to do this 3 times, so each time you can take it a little bit deeper as you're warming up your body. One more time, inhale up and exhale through. And then placing your right hand down and doing the same to the left side. So always inhale up and then exhale, take your circle. Inhale up, exhale round, open into that shoulder. And then we're going to thread the needle. Inhale up, exhale through. Inhale up, exhale through. One more time. Inhale and exhale through. And then coming back to our all fours. And again, we're going to tuck under the toes. We're going to rock forward. Inhale, exhale, come back. We're going to do 3 of these. Inhale forwards, exhale back. And on the next one, inhale forwards, we're going to gently find ourselves coming to our standing position. Stretching up, inhaling, and then exhaling through centre so that your hands are in front of your heart. Now inhale up again. We're going to take our stretch to the right again. Just one breath this time. Inhale up, stretch over to the left, and then coming forwards. And now we're going to bring our left arm forwards, our right arm back to make a nice big circle, and then they're going to meet at the bottom, and we're going to open now to the left. So we make 2 circles and we come back, and then we're going to take it to the other side. Doesn't matter if you do opposite to me, just so that we've got balance and we're doing both sides. Just starting to warm up the body a little bit more. And then we're going to exhale, come through, we're going to come to the mat, and we're going to find our all fours again. This time we're going to stretch our right leg out. We're going to come into our tiger posing. So here, just stretching out. So your hands are on the mat, but your right leg is stretched out. And just really, really feeling into this lovely stretch through the back of your leg. Just rocking back and forward. And then finding stillness. And this is where you now want to use your slow twitch pelvic floor work, where you're going to draw up because we need to use it for balance. We're going to bring the left hand a little bit more into the centre mat. We're going to come onto the blade of the right foot, and we're going to inhale into our modified side plank and just look up to the sky, feeling a really nice stretch through the right side body. Just take one more breath here, and then bring it down. And we're just going to come to the second side. So now stretching out your left leg, rocking backwards and forwards. Really feeling into that stretch through the left leg. And then come into stillness, and again engaging that pelvic floor, placing the right hand into the centre of the mat, and then opening the left into your modified side plank on the second side. And just taking a breath here. If you're feeling achy in the wrists, then you can always come down onto your forearms in these poses as well. Placing the hand back onto the mat, and then come to your all fours. And now just wiggling the hips from side to side, and this can just be really nice to realign the hips, especially when you're doing balance work on one side. If you want to take it a little bit further, moving your hips side to side and looking over your shoulders. Now we're just going to come into a child's pose. So for our child's pose, opening the knees almost as wide as the mat, just enough to give you space for to accommodate your baby. Bringing your bottom down to your heels, and then just bringing your head down to the mat. And if you have a cushion or a block, maybe you want to use that to rest your head on to bring your mat a little bit closer to you. And when you're in your child's pose, try to really think about letting go. Inhale into the back, and then exhale, feel yourself becoming deeper, heavier on the mat, and trying to relax through the hips. We're going to take 5 breaths here. One more inhalation and exhalation. And then carefully coming up onto all fours again. And we're just going to do that flow. We're going to bring it all together now. So we're going to come back to standing. So inhaling forwards and exhaling back as we rock back and forth. Come into standing. Inhaling the arms up, exhale through centre, and then we're going to inhale the arms up to the top, grab our right wrist, left wrist and stretch over to the right, inhale up, grab our right wrist, stretch over to the left, inhale up, bring our left arm forwards, right arm back, big circle, switch at the bottom, take it the other side, back up to the top. And then taking our right arm forwards, left arm back, stretch and back. Getting that big, nice stretch. And then inhaling, exhaling, coming down through as we walk through onto our all fours. And then we're going to inhale, bring our right arm up. Take 2 circles with the arms. Taking them a little bit bigger as we warm the body up. And then inhale, exhale, thread that needle through. Inhale up, exhale through. One more. Inhale and exhale through. Placing the right hand down, taking it to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale up and exhale through. Inhale up and exhale through. Forgot to do our circles, didn't I? So we'll do the circles now. Inhale. Maybe you remembered and you're just doing it in the other way. And exhale. And then bringing the hand down to the mat. And then coming to our all fours, stretching out our right leg first, coming into our tiger pose. Just taking 3 breaths, rocking back and forward, really feeling into this stretch. Come into stillness, drawing up that pelvic floor, placing the left hand into the centre of the mat. Inhale and open up. And if you want to, you can just take a very gentle back bend and just open and do 2 big circles also with the arms if you want to. And then exhale down, come back to your all fours and take it to the second side. So stretching out the left leg, rocking backwards and forwards. And then after 3 breaths, come into stillness, draw up that pelvic floor, place your right hand into the centre and inhale your left arm up. And then again, if you want to take those 2 circles, then I invite you to. And then placing the hand down onto the mat, coming back to your all fours, and then just rocking those hips side to side. Maybe you do this and you come down onto your forearms just to give the wrists a little bit of a break. And then coming back up, and we're going to come to our standing position again. So however you want to get up, rocking back and forward, and then finding yourself in your standing. And again, just take a moment here to really ground yourself and take a few breaths. So standing in your mountain pose, maybe you close your eyes just to recenter. Do a quick body scan to see how your body is feeling now as opposed to at the beginning of the class. Hopefully you're starting to feel more awake and energized. And just take this moment to get back into the breath. One more inhale and exhale. So now we're going to bring our legs to kind of just hip distance apart. And we're going to do some squats. So we do a lot of squats in class, and it's to help build strength in our legs, because when you're pregnant, you obviously do need to get strong legs. You're carrying heavier, and your belly, you're going to be feeling heavier. But also when it comes to the birth, you naturally will find that squatting can be a really good position, and lots of women do just intuitively like to squat. So I like to do quite a lot of squats in the class just to help build the strength in the legs. So we're gonna inhale, bring the arms forwards. Exhale, shoot them back behind you so you get a good stretch, draw the shoulders together. Inhale, come forwards and up. Exhale, shoot them behind you. We're gonna do 8 more. Inhale up. Exhale back. Two more. And on the final one, you're going to stay in your chair, bring your arms behind you and pump your arms together. So bring the shoulder blades together. Legs should start to be feeling quite burny. Try just 2 more breaths. Remembering to breathe. One more, inhale and exhale. And then just bring your arms up and exhale through. Good. Just give yourself a little bit of a shake out any of that tension. We're just going to take 3 breaths to ground before we come into our warrior poses. Inhale the arms up to the sky and just this is our ha breath, so we're ha-ing out our breath, bringing the palms towards the earth. So we're going to inhale, come up, exhale, one more, inhale, come up, and exhale. So just finding yourself, if you're not already at the back of your mat, at the back of the mat, and we're going to step forwards into our warrior one. So we step forward and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle, but the heel should be on the floor. In pregnancy, you want to make sure that you're not what we call on a tightrope. You want to think about train tracks because you just want to bring stability to the pelvis. Now here, maybe you want to place your hands on your tummy and just use the breath and feel the lovely stretch through the legs. Or maybe you want to make it a little bit more dynamic and you want to move with the breath as well. In which case, inhale, straighten the front leg, bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them through center. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. 2 more. And exhale down. 1 more. And exhale. And now we're going to open to our warrior 2. So open to the length way of the mat. And we're going to keep the front leg bent and the back leg straight. And here, maybe you just want to keep the arms nice and soft with the breath, or maybe you want to move with the breath as well. So if you want to move, inhale, bring it through, a bit like you're using a bow and arrow. Exhale, bring it round. Inhale and exhale, bring it round. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it round. 1 more. And then we're going to straighten that front leg and we're going to open to the length way of our mat. I'm going to turn so that you can see me. Now we're going to have the legs are quite wide, but make sure that the toes are facing out here. And then we're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale back into that cactus arms and we're going to come into our goddess squat. We're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, down. And you might want to exhale through your mouth just to let out any tension. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. 2 more. And then we're going to come up and we're going to turn our body so that we've got our legs, so that we're facing the back of our mat now, so that you've got your opposite leg that you didn't have at the front before, at the front, and we're going to come back into our warriors. So again, we're going to, if you want to just stay here, powering through the legs, that's fine, or maybe we're going to move with the breath. Inhale up, exhale 3. We're going to take 5 breaths like this. And then on your 5th breath, we're going to open up to our warrior 2. Nice strong arms. Maybe you want to keep them relaxed with the breath though, strong legs, or maybe you want to inhale up and exhale, bring it through. Inhale up, exhale through. Inhale up and exhale through. Just 1 more. And then we're going to straighten that front leg and we're going to again face the lengthways of our mat and we're going to do our goddess squats again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more. And final one. And exhale. And then we're going to face the front of our mat now, and we're going to step to the front of our mat. And here we're just going to take some circles with the hips. So bring your feet to hip distance apart, and we're just going to roll the hips round, taking nice circles, really feeling out. Maybe there's small circles today, or maybe you really feel that you want big ones. This is really good to do if you're ever feeling that your baby is maybe in a slightly uncomfortable position for you, maybe pressing on a nerve. This can just really nicely, gently encourage them to just change their position to make it a little bit more comfy for you. Also really good, just take your circles in the other direction if you haven't already. Really good one for when you're in labour as well. What we're trying to do is just really get you used to moving your body, taking them around again in the other direction, moving your body intuitively to how you feel each day, because that will change in your pregnancy. So now we're just going to find our way back down to sitting on the floor. So coming to the front of your mat, inhaling up, exhale, bending the knees, and then just coming down to find the floor. And we're going to come into our Super Baddha, which is where it's kind of making the diamond shape with your legs. Feet are touching. Now yours may feel quite, your diamond may be small or it may be bigger depending how you're feeling today. Again, if you want to use a block or a cushion just to raise your hips up, that can be great, because you don't want to be slumping, you want to be sitting nice and up and straight back. And here, I encourage you to just close down the eyes and just really feel into this. And what we're going to do is we're going to gently butterfly the legs. And just continue to breathe nice and slowly like you have done throughout the class. But just feeling into the legs here, loosening up the hips. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, especially in pregnancy, and we want to try and encourage them to be open. So this just really helps. And after a few breaths of just doing this butterfly motion, just come into stillness, trying to really straighten the back and feel into this position. Now you don't want to overstretch. You must remember in pregnancy you have relaxin in your body, so you can be much more flexible, but you don't want to hurt yourself or injure yourself. So you may feel that you have a little bit further to go, but really you want to go to about 70% of your stretch. You want to feel the stretch, but don't take it too far. So here, maybe some of us have very open hips and our knees will fall to the floor. Some of us, like me, have very tight hips, so our knees are quite high. That's fine. It's more about feeling into your body and feeling how your body is today. And now we're just going to open the legs, keeping them kind of at the similar where they were in Super Baddha, but just straightening them out, not again not making this too wide, just comfortable for you. And we're just going to move with a really nice breath just to get into the hips and the legs, the whole body, to be honest. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down through center, inhale, stretch forwards, exhale, bring our arms behind our backs and just place them behind your seat bones. Open your chest, take a lovely inhalation here and exhale, making sure that your feet are flexed. We're going to do that again. Inhale up, exhale through, inhale forwards, exhale round, hands behind you, inhale forwards, open the chest, and exhale, come out. One more time, inhale up, exhale down, inhale forwards, and exhale round, open the chest, and then exhale, release. Now I'm going to keep this video on the shorter side and I'm going to finish it there, because hopefully you're feeling energized and ready to continue with the rest of your day. Now in pregnancy yoga we do really encourage relaxation at the end of the class, but we have just energized the body, so you may not feel that you now want to have a rest and relax, but please make sure at some point throughout the day today, if not now, you do take time to just lay down, rest, relax, and take a moment to really bond with baby. We're going to close the practice just with some more breath work. So again, finding a comfortable seat wherever you are. Placing your hands on your tummy, closing the eyes down. Feeling the chest rise and open on the inhalation, and on the exhalation, relax further down. As you breathe, you'll feel your tummy moving. And just take a moment here to connect with your baby. Send them a message. Let them know how much you love them. And then now just placing your hands in front of your heart center. I hope you continue the rest of your day and have a great day. Namaste.